Hey, what's going on YouTube? Dan back at you with yet another video. Today's video is going to be, I guess you can say like a Halloween theme video, Friday the 13th, even though that was yesterday. We're going to be playing some Zombies Ate My Neighbors, one of my favorite games for the Super Nintendo. This game came out in 1993. It was published by LucasArts, which are the same people who have brought you Star Wars games and anything Star Wars related during that time frame before Disney took over. This game is basically a run and gun shooter game that I think anybody could just pick up and play. I spent a lot of hours playing this game as a kid. I owned it for I think the Super Nintendo and the Genesis. So it came out on both systems, and it was just an overall fun game. So the premise of the game basically is you can be a boy or a girl, or you can have a second player be one of each, and your goal is to go through every board on all 55 levels, which is a ton of levels. I've never actually, I don't think, beat the game before. I don't know if I had that much patience. But you got 55 levels of going through and saving your neighbors. Your neighbors consist of cheerleaders, dogs, old people, babies. I'm trying to think of who else. I think there's a elementary teacher. So a lot of crazy stuff there. So yeah, 55 levels of zombies and all kinds of different sorts of creatures. I think in one board there's a giant baby, which if most of you have played this game before, you know that thing is a pain in the ass to defeat. So every couple boards, I want to say every 3 to 4 boards, you get a password, so that way you can not have to start. Obviously, you don't want to start from level 1 if you have to defeat 55 different levels. So by the time you get to an end of a board, you get all the people on the map, which they give you a little map to find the people. You get a door and you get the exit the map like you just saw, and you get to go to the next level. So when you're playing 2 players, it's kind of a little competition to see who can rescue more neighbors and who can get more ammunition and more guns. There's a ton of different guns and weapons in this game. Everything from a bazooka. There's a garden hoe to get through some of the mold sponges you'll run into. There's soda pop. I want to say that there's crosses. So yeah, and then there's a health you can get. You can pick up health, so that way if you're almost gonna die, you can save your butt. So the nice thing about the Super Nintendo Classic is that you can do save states. So instead of having to worry about getting that password after every four boards, you can just do a save state wherever you're at and pick up and play again without having to worry about that. So that's pretty awesome. I do have to mention that this game actually is not on the original 21 games that come with the SNES Classic. I really think it should have been because of the popularity of the game and how many people. I think there's kind of like a cult following to this game if you grew up in the 90s. But only thing I can think of is maybe because of the LucasArts, something to have to do with that, where they ran into an issue with being able to get them to let them use it in this game. But God, it should have been one of at least top 20, maybe even just top 10 games. It's definitely in my top 5 for the Super Nintendo as far as the games I love, because yeah, this game I played a lot of. Most people I've showed this game to back when I was young, whether they liked zombies or they liked shoot 'em ups or running guns, they usually liked it. They'd sit there and play with me for a couple hours. I know this is one of the only games my wife will play with her sister, especially for Super Nintendo. Their dad must have bought it for them when they were kids too, and it says the word zombie in it, but it's not like it's scary. So yeah, bazookas and all kinds of different weapons. I think there's a magic potion that will turn you into a monster. so that way you can bust through walls. So there's a lot of things that you can shoot through. People don't realize that when you're on these boards. There's bushes that you can shoot through with the bazooka, so you can kind of do a shortcut. There are, I want to say, walls that have cracks in them. You can shoot through bazookas on those to kind of get through if you don't have a key to get through the door. So a lot of different ways to get through to the people you're trying to rescue. The map is a big bonus to help you find out where your neighbors are that you need to rescue. It blinks yellow on the map when you're close, and it's solid yellow when you're kind of far away. The only thing about the map is sometimes it gets in the way, and it can be a little annoying when you're trying to play, and you got that map, you know, covering a zombie that's about to come bite your butt. So yeah, that's pretty much just the gist of the game. Neighbors can be killed by zombies. I don't know if I said that already. They can be, once a zombie or a monster touches a neighbor, you lose them and they scream. So that's added bonus to kind of hurry up and get through the map and try to rescue as many people as you can, plus you get more points. So I don't think I've ever went through a map where every single neighbor's been killed. I'm sure it can happen. One of my favorite boards is what's on the screen right now. This is the board where it has like a little Chucky doll. Looks just like Chucky from the movies. And if you kill him, sometimes he melts and sets on fire, just like in the Chucky movie, and he comes at you on fire. So it's a pain in the butt to kill that little guy. But at the same time, it's pretty fun. So, well, let's see how far we are into this this segment here. It looks like we are about to get through this map. Oh, there you go. Yep, we're done. So on to the next one. I think this next board is one of my favorites. It always made me a little scared when I was, I wouldn't say scared, but just a little anxious playing it, because you'll see why. And it is titled Chainsaw Hedge Maze Mayhem, and you'll see what I mean by that. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite boards on the game, because you have these crazy dudes with chainsaws trying to get you, and they can cut through the bushes, and they are fast. And it's the only way you can kill them is, I think, with 2 shots from a bazooka, which good luck on that one, because you got to be super accurate to even hit them. But yeah, this is one of my favorite maps. It's just, you're constantly on the run. There's no slowing down, and these son of a guns can get through the wall with their chainsaws. So yeah, a lot of the neighbors end up getting killed on this map when I play it, just because they're so quick and it's hard to get to them. This is where using that map, the pop-up map, really comes in handy when you have to find the people you're trying to rescue, because it's a pain in the ass. So I think that's about all as far as this game goes. As much info as I can give you. Like I said, it came out in 1993. It was a pretty popular game when it came out, and it is a game that I have put onto my SNES Classic. I hacked it, so I put a lot of the games that I liked as a kid that weren't originally on it when I bought it. And I think as of right now, you can put up to about 200 games or more with having no issues at all. And every game I think I've tried, every game I've tried except for Street Fighter 2 Alpha has worked. That was the only one that didn't work properly, which I'm gonna have to figure out what happened there. But every other game has worked. All the save states work when you hack it, so it's pretty awesome. So until next time, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you can give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I love doing this stuff. I want to keep doing this. And if you guys got any questions or anything you want to add to it, maybe add in the comments what games you want to see me do for the Super Nintendo, some of your favorite ones, and I'll try to make a video on it. And I'm sure if it's a game that you guys liked, I probably liked it too. So until next time, everyone have a good day. And I wanted to do this on the Friday the 13th. I'm a day late, but hey, it is what it is. You guys have a good one. Peace.